I'm Chris Reed outside the courthouse in Cedar City. In a case of a drive-by shooting from January that left a teen dead and another injured, there were 4 defendants. 3 have pled guilty. The 4th tried to make his case in court today. 23-year-old Matthew Sober Petrie walked into the courtroom for his preliminary hearing facing a first-degree murder charge as well as weapons and obstruction charges. Prosecutors say he stayed behind but knew of the plan to chase down a vehicle and shoot at it. Authorities say his gun, an AR-15, was a murder weapon. In the January 17th shooting, 17-year-old Kaylee Dutton was killed. Another teen in the passenger seat was wounded but recovered. The only words Sober Petrie said in court were 3 "Yes, Your Honors," in response to Judge Meb Anderson asking him if he waived his right to not testify.
And you waive that right knowing and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
A group of about 20 family, friends, and supporters of both victims filled the court wearing black fly-high Kaylee shirts. Prosecutor Shad Dodson argued that even if he wasn't in the car during the shooting, Sober Petrie should be found guilty of murder. Shooter Ethan Andrew Galloway and driver Matthew Hess Watuki have pled guilty. They face 5 years to life in prison when sentenced September 5th. Another defendant who stayed behind also pled guilty and got 3 years probation. Sober Petrie's public defender told us that it doesn't mean his client should be lumped in as an accomplice.
The most relevant point is that he was not at the scene, just as it was heard today in court, and that's our position, is that he wasn't at the scene, and so his case is different than the other 2 that have pled guilty to the murder charges.
While Judge Anderson ruled a trial can proceed on the second-degree obstruction charge, he said he still needs to consider the murder and weapons charges. He said he'll come back with a written ruling at a later date. Iron County Detective Brandon Kennedy, the one witness for the prosecution, testified about what a co-worker told him Sober Petrie said.
The night of the incident, that the defendant actually made the statement that if she was not going to see him tomorrow at work because he would either be in jail or dead.
Kennedy said he was told the defendant returned to work the next day, saying he had the best sleep in months. Prosecutors played the 911 call made by the other teen passenger in Dutton's car after the shooting. The audio left family members in tears. The defendant looked down the entire time. A bailiff was seen shedding a tear. From Cedar City, Chris Reed, Fox 13 News, Utah.